Well, hey, what's up YouTube? Pastor Matt here. Hey, very excited today to start a brand new series of video reviews that I am entitling the Cambridge Classics series. Yes, some of these Bibles I've actually reviewed before, but I wanted to put them together in a nice series of videos in which they can string from one to the next, looking at all the great and beautiful Cambridge designs, especially those that have become so famous in recent years with the dawn of premium Bible collecting. And I wanted to begin today with, of course, one of the classics, appropriately enough, and that would be the Cambridge Cameo reference edition in the King James Version, the AV, which you probably saw me very excitedly unboxing just the other day on a more recent video. So let's go ahead and start here with the Cambridge Classic Cameo reference. All right, what do we have here? We have a hand-sized Bible. And I know that because I just measured it with my hand. How do you like that for precision? And this Bible is cloaked in their black goatskin, and it has no lifted ribs on the spine, but it does have these recessed, etched ribs, I should say, with a very, very attractive lettering here. And then I am very much enamored with the Cambridge seal, which is their official seal, granting them the rights, privileges, prerogatives of printing the authorized edition in the UK. So there's the outside, wonderful goatskin. If you've never had a Cambridge goatskin, you don't know what you're missing. Wonderful full texture here, beautiful, rich, gonna last forever, very durable. Goatskin is, of course, one of the most durable of Bible coverings that you can have. And I just want to point out here that it also has the stitched perimeter, which is going to aid not only in beauty but in last and quality. I like the fact that this Cameo does not have Holy Bible printed on the front, and some of you disagree with that. You like that, and that's okay. That's a style preference, but I prefer the covers to be blank. Now, when you turn this to the inside here, you're going to notice that it's marked goatskin leather cover, and that's cover, not liner. This liner here is a synthetic liner, albeit a very durable and wonderfully tactile and flexible inner liner here that is tabbed to the block. So this is what's called an edge-lined Bible, and that's going to last you for a significant period of time, longer than what's called a paste-down binding, which we'll see when we come to the Pit Minion edition next time. And when we open up this beautiful edition, we can see that it also has some very light colored art gilting around the page edges. So not only do we have gold on the outside, but we have the very light salmon art gilting inside. Now, when we look at the inside of the Cameo, one of the things you're going to notice is that it looks rather old-fashioned. In fact, I was showing this Bible to my son because I love hand-sized Bibles, and he always looks at the new ones that I get. And he had one look at this font, and he said, "Dad, I could not read that. That looks too old-fashioned." But I aver that the older-looking fonts are actually the best for reading the King James. There's something about the King James edition to me that just cries out for an ancient-looking font, and this is the petite medieval Clarendon font, which you will either love or you will hate. Here's a good look at it. And notice as I open to the inside of the Cameo that I have this warranty here, which comes in all Cambridge editions. And Cambridge, I am reminded, has been printing the Bible as the world's oldest press since 1591. Get that, 1591. Started off with the Geneva Bible, but it's been printing the authorized edition for the entirety of the press history. So that's significant even of itself. And if you wonder why on my Bible reviews it seems that I skew towards and lean towards Cambridge Bibles, it's because I am also a history buff and I love that particular fact. Okay, now we're doing quick reviews here in this classic series. So let's just remark the basics here. We have a red ribbon. In fact, there are two red ribbons. We have a very nice, attractive looking headband here and tail bands. You'll notice that in the center of the two-column page there is a reference suite that also has some light textual notes about the King James and its wording from time to time. I find that the reference suite is sometimes a little bit hard to read on these editions, and that's because the plates that were used to print these old Cambridge Cameos get a little bit worn, and so from time to time I can look at some of these wordings, and it looks like they're broken up a little bit. And in fact, they are, because the plates are worn from printing this edition so many times. That's what happens. But nice, bold, clear, readable font here. No question that even aging eyes could read this bold font. And when we turn to the New Testament, one of the things that's, again, going to be a love it or hate it, and you can let me know in the comments, is that this is a red letter edition. Do you like red letter? What do you think? Well, if you do, you're going to like this red letter a lot, because this is the boldest dark blood red color that I think I've seen. And I like the fact that even the verse numbers retain their black, but the words of Christ are in red. Now we know, don't we? Come on, we know that the words of Christ are not any more inspired than any of the other words in black, because all of the Scripture is inspired and inerrant and authoritative. So it's not that, it's just sometimes it's a visual, helpful reference as you're looking through passages to find things a little bit quicker. And I, for instance, like the fact that, Matthew 5, 6, 7 is going to have a lot of red letters because that's the Sermon on the Mount. It just helps me to find it. It's not a big deal. It doesn't mean it's more inspired or inerrant than the other parts of the Scripture. And it's a personal preference issue, and certainly you'll have your own opinion. Now, sometimes it's really beautiful when you find a couple of things that pair well. And if you happen to be of an Anglican or Episcopal perspective, you're going to like the fact that the Book of Common Prayer is almost a perfect match in terms of size and layout with your Cambridge Cameo. So you might want to go to church and hold these ones together. If you're not Episcopalian or Anglican, don't worry about that. You can hear about the Book of Common Prayer in another video review I have. But I did want to show you one other comparable, and this is unfortunately one that you're probably not going to be able to get on Amazon, but this is the old World Bible Publishing handheld. Notice, very similar edition. We have 2 columns, we have center references, and we have red letters. Difference is, this font is a little bit newer, and the red lettering is a little bit worse, to be honest. Looks a little bit orange to my eyes. I like the red gilting though. It's even bolder and more overt than in the Cambridge Cameo. Unfortunately, you can't get this guy anymore. As beautiful as a French Morocco cover as that was, it's no longer available. But if you want a hand-sized 2-column reference Bible in bold, beautiful, authorized King James Version, the Cameo is the classic Cambridge edition that you no doubt need to get. So I'm going to tell you how to do that. All you have to do, like all my videos, is go down to the description of this video and click on the Amazon link, and it will take you directly to Amazon, the world's greatest bookseller, where you can buy this edition directly. Read it, use it, love it, or collect it. It is a classic. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Matt_Everhard is my Twitter handle. Love to see you over there. Friend me on Facebook. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel and head on over to another channel of mine, Faith Evangelical Presbyterian Church, where I preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Love you lots, and we will talk to you soon on the next Cambridge Classics edition.